first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
This ball down the field for Pitts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You look at the Saints defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Nelson Aguilar.
Touchdown, Falcons. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up.
And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
That's out quickly to London.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Ready, set.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give to Robinson on the option.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Come on, set.
Ritter headed right off the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter
Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Koo now for the point after.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Saints nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
On the set. Clock, 10. Switch, yellow.
A give left.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Falcons 28, Saints nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Take it to the house. You know what it is. Take it to the house.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, ready.
First down, here's Ritter.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brian Brzee busting through to get him for a loss of 6. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 132 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Here we go. Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
White.
Ritter now.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Let's go now.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
Fight. 97.
And off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
43 rail.
They'll run with Robinson.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Spinning past him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Going play action. Ritter
rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
to kick off for Atlanta.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete.
Now inside the 25. Chris Olave.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Kamara. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. From the gun, it's Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas.
23 yards, the final tally. And quickly, they get to the line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive, dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
6-18, 29.
Carr to throw on second down.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to claw one back.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's Ritter.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Smash, red.
Ritter back to throw.
Out right to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Out to his left.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, here's Ritter.
This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Ready. Fight 60.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw, Ritter.
And a quick throw here that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Here's Carr to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
29, 637. Ready to run.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to note.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Ritter off to play fake.
And this one complete to Smith. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now Carr. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.